up, good people? It's your girl Masi Wamboi back here on your screen with a new video. In case you are new here, welcome to this channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for always tuning into my videos. You are just the best. So today we are doing a cooking video, and we are just making a breakfast snack, which is the mini mandazi for breakfast. I've never done mini mandazis here, but there are quite an array of many recipes about mini mandazis. So here is how I do my mini mandazis, okay? Yeah.
So I'm going to be using all-purpose flour, and my flour is Ajab. I also have some sugar here that I'm going to be measuring, and then I'm also going to be using Blue Band. You can use Prestige, which is the best. I do not have Prestige, so I have Blue Band, and that's what I'm going to use. It's going to do. I'm also having fresh cardamom. I've grounded some fresh cardamom inside here. As you can see, this is about a tablespoon, just to give my mandazis a flavor. You can put cinnamon, you can put lemon zest, orange zest, just to give your mandazis a flavor, or you can just put plain vanilla essence. I'm going to be using some salt, my baking powder, of course, and I have just a little bit of milk that I'll be using as my wet ingredients. You can add eggs if you have, but I don't have eggs right now. So yeah, this is my mixing bowl, and I'm already measuring my flour. I'm going to be using around 2 cups of all-purpose flour. If you have self-rising flour, you can use, but I don't have that, so just use what you have in your house and make do. So let's prepare the mandazi. Okay, so my flour is ready. Up next, I'm going to be adding we're going to do the dry ingredients first. So next is my cardamom that I'm going to be throwing inside there like so. Then I'm going to add a pinch of salt. You can just do it as like a 1/4 teaspoon. Then I'm also going to be adding a little bit of sugar. Let me just get a spoon. So I'm just going to be putting sugar to my liking. You can just put the amount you want. So those are at least 4. I'll do 5. Yeah, so 5 tablespoons of sugar. I'm also going to be putting my baking powder at this point, and I'm going to be using like just half a teaspoon of baking powder. Yeah, that's enough. Next, I'm going to be mixing this all together. You can use your hands, you can use a wooden spoon. Feel free to do what you feel comfortable. So those are 6. 2 cups of flour, 6 tablespoons of sugar. I hope it will not be too sweet. There you go. Then I'm going to be taking my margarine or Blue Band. I wish I had Prestige. Prestige is the best when it comes to baking and cooking pastries, but it's fine. This will do. And I'm going to be taking like I'll just use all what is inside here. That is like 2 teaspoons. No, 2 tablespoons, sorry. Just use that. This enables your mandazis to be very soft. So that is all we are having. Okay, now I'll go in with my hands. My hands are clean. I had already washed my hands, and we are going to rub in this margarine until we form some crumbs, okay, like the breadcrumbs. So we rub it in like so. It needs to form crumbs. forming some little crumbs. So we're going to rub it in like that. So you can see my flour, it has formed the crumbs. So up next, I'm going to be using my wet ingredients. I've said if you have eggs, please beat the eggs into the milk and form your wet ingredients and use it to mix your flour. But if you are allergic to eggs or milk, you can just forgo everything and use water. But you can use warm water. But if you are not allergic, mixing them with milk gives them a better taste, and even eggs just makes them richer and more healthier. So we're going to form a well in between here, and I'll start adding my milk slowly by slowly so that I can not overdo the milk, like that. And then we mix. You add it slowly by slowly just to avoid overdoing it, because you have already measured your flour and you do not want to add flour in between. Make sure you have mixed it properly before adding more milk. Okay, so I've been adding my milk gradually until I attained this dough, and I've added a little bit of flour. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn my dough onto my table or my working surface, and I'm going to be kneading it further until it is soft and it has come together very well. And then we're going to let it rest before we cut out our mandazis as we prepare our oil on the gas. And then we're going to deep fry our mandazi, and voila, we'll be ready. So I want to transfer it here. All I need to do is to grab my flour and then dust my working surface a little bit. Make sure your working surface is clean. After that, we are going to turn over our dough onto our working surface, and all you're going to do is pull and knead, pull and knead, pull and knead until your dough is ready. So my dough is ready, and how do I know it's ready? When I put in my finger, it raises back or it bounces back on its own. So this is how you know that your dough is ready. You punch it like that, and as you can see, it's bouncing back on its own. So we're going to let it rest for around 10 minutes just for it to be softer, and then I'll be heating my my oil in the pan, and once it's warm, we'll cut our mandazi and we are going to fry them. So I'll put it back here like that, and then I'll cover it for 10 minutes. And allow this to rest. Meanwhile, let me clear the table. Okay guys, so once my dough had rested, we're going to roll it out into a big circle. And when you're rolling it out, you want to be very careful, especially with the ends, the circumference area, so that you do not push it to be too thin, and that way your mandazis will not rise as they should. As you can see, I'm rolling as I check the width. That is the width that you require, so that you can have at least like a good puffy mandazi. Up next, I'm going to cut it into my desired size. You can cut it into diamonds, circles, square, excuse me, however you want them. So me, I cut mine into like sort of square-ish, diamond-ish shapes. Good thing about mandazi is you don't really struggle with the shapes and cutting the flour unlike donuts. So yeah, this was pretty much very easy, and that's me. That's how I cut mine. So this is what I achieved after cutting all the dough. As you can see, they're not as much mandazis, but they can at least serve 3 to 4 people. Okay, up next, my oil has heat up, and this is how I test whether my oil is hot enough. As you can see, I put a wooden stick, and if it boils around it, then that means the oil is hot enough. It doesn't really need to be hot because the mandazis will burn before they cook. So you want your oil hot but not so hot. I hope you understand. Okay, yeah, then we are going to dip our mandazis very carefully into the oil and allow them to cook as we turn them. Once they start turning golden brown halfway, you will know that one side is is cooked, and then you turn them over to the other side. Yeah, and our mandazi will be ready. So let's cook these mandazis and see the outcome. One more thing that I forgot, please do not overload your pan or your sufuria, because you're going to make your oil cold, and that way your mandazi will not cook as fast as they should. They will just soak up oil because the pan is too crowded, and therefore you like lower the temperatures of the oil. Okay, yeah, so please do not overcrowd your pan. And as you can see, my first batch is ready, so let's throw in the second batch and the third batch until we are done. Okay guys, so I'm done with the mini mandazis, and as you can see, they turned out very amazing, and they smell so beautifully, and they also are cooked inside. Acha tu nikate moja uone. So you see, it's cooked inside, and yeah, that is how you make your mini mandazis. It's part of our Sunday brunch.